Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey my dolls, thank you for watching. Today we have a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing now, which was inspired for Valentine's Day. I wanted to create something a little bit grungy but sexy with super dewy skin, using a little bit of glitter. Like, I want it to be like all in your face, but at the same time that the skin actually looks very like skin. I hope you guys understand. I really hope that you guys like it. If you want to see exactly how I created it, then just keep on watching. As you guys know, for any look, skin preparation is one of the most important things. So I went ahead and moisturized with this moisturizer. This is from Pure Liz, and it's a hydration moisturizer. And then for primer, I went ahead and used the e.l.f. hydrating primer, which works really, really good for my skin. And then after that, I went ahead and primed my lids using my Soft Ochre Paint Pack from MAC. And then we're gonna begin with the application of the eyeshadow. Alright, so now from the Tarte Pro Palette, I'm going to be taking this shadow called Mod, which is like a pinky shadow, and we're going to be applying that all over the upper crease area. So we're going to start slightly higher than our real crease. You don't have to really go higher than your crease, but because I have my fold is very pronounced right here, like I have, when I open my eyes, you can really see the crease, like where it ends, like the fold. That's why I'm bringing it slightly higher, just so that you are able to tell that this is a cut crease when my eyes are open. And I'm going to wing it out just a little bit like that. Now from the ENVIAME palette, I'm taking Mars, which is a very deep red color, with the same brush. So this time we're not really like blending it upwards too much. We're gonna try to concentrate it right on the crease, like right on that fake crease that we created. Now I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and I'm gonna dip in to Chic, this shadow right here, which is a very light shadow, and I'm just gonna take it to slightly buff out the edges and make sure that it looks like really nice and blended. Now we're going to take a concealer. I'm going to be using my Sephora Bright Futures Gel Serum Concealer. You can definitely use any concealer, but one like this one that has like a doe foot applicator is going to make it easier for you to clean out the lid space. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're going to apply it just like that. Try not to open your eyes too much while it's wet, because you don't want to ruin your work on top. You don't want to ruin the other shadow. With a synthetic brush, I'm just cleaning out and trying to keep the lid in a round shape. Okay, for the next step, I'm going to be taking a packer brush, like a shading brush. This is the E55 from Sigma, and I'm going to wet it just with a little makeup remover wipe, just so it's a little bit damped. Now I'm going to be taking this color right here called Cosmopolitan from the same ENVIAME palette. So now we're just going to pack it on the lid. Now I'm going to be taking a small definer brush. I think this one is from Morphe. It doesn't have a name anymore. And I'm going to just go around here so it looks a little bit more defined, like the edges. I feel like I wanted more light in the center and a little bit more of dimension. So I took the Shadow Glam from the Tarte palette, and with a synthetic brush, this one is from Ulta, one of those that came in a little Ulta palette. I'm going to pack that right in the center. That Glam shadow is actually kind of like champagne golden shadow. And now to clean up and define the crease even more, I'm going to be taking, what is this one called? Aphrodite right here. It's like a really deep plum shadow. And with a pencil brush, this is the E30 from Sigma, we're going to be just applying it right on the crease, like cutting the crease, cleaning out those edges, making it more sharp. Alright, so now it's time for gel liner. I'm going to be taking my Inkblot gel liner in the color 77, and I'm going to be using, where is it? I lose everything, I swear. It's like a hassle when I'm making videos. Like, I have such a big mess in front of me and I can never find anything. I feel like a cut crease is not a cut crease if you're not wearing wing liner, but that is just me, you to you. So I feel like I want to finish the top portion of the eyes first before I move on to the face. So I'm going to curl my lashes first. Then I'm going to apply some mascara, and then my falsies, I'm going to be using Iconics by House of Lashes. And then we're going to move on to the face. Damn it, I think I pulled them too hard. And I'm applying Iconic lashes from House of Lashes. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the face. For today's look, I want to do something very dewy, very lightweight. I don't want to look too cakey because we're going on a date, so I don't like to look cakey. First, you guys know I need to conceal my bad boys. I need to, not conceal them, I actually need to correct them. So I'm going to be using my Erase Base from Benefit, and I use that color Deep. And I'm going to just correct my under eye area, because if I don't do that and then I apply concealer, it can tend to look very grayish. So this is a step that I must take for my under eye. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing my BB cream from Garnier, and just with one little drop of my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, just to give me a little bit more of coverage. But in reality, not too much, because I want it to be very lightweight. So just one little pump of the Makeup Forever. For concealer, I'm going to be using my Shape Tape in the color 10. To brighten that up a little bit more, just to make it a little bit lighter, I'm using the Sephora concealer in Bright Future, just to highlight a little bit further, but not too much. It looks like a lot, but it's not that much, I promise. So now I'm going to be using my little Miracle sponge from Real Techniques, and we're going to just blend all of that very beautifully. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using my Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier, and we're going to make sure that we have no creases before we set that, especially if you are over 30 like me. We're going to make a pretty ugly face to make sure that we keep this stretched out, and then we're going to apply the powder. So I'm going to let that sit there for like about a minute, and we're going to set the rest of the face. I'm going to be using my Fit Me powder in the tone 240 to just lightly set the rest of my face. Here you go. And using the same powder a little bit, we're going to use that to dust off the powder. We're setting just enough so that the foundation doesn't move around, and so basically when you kiss someone on the cheek, you don't leave your makeup mark. Like, that can be a little bit embarrassing. So that's the only reason why we're setting, but I didn't apply much, I promise you. It was just a little bit. Alright, so now we're ready for the lower lash line. I'm going to be taking Mars, and with a 217 brush, I'm just going to smoke out the bottom lashes more than I usually do. So I want this look to be very smoky. So if you don't want the look to be too smoky, then use a smaller brush, but I want it to be kind of like grungy. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take the darker shadow, the Aphrodite, and with a E30 brush from Sigma, I want to run it a little bit closer to the lashes. Yeah. Now for the inner corners of the eyes, what am I going to do? I think I want to do something fun. Glam again, the one that we use in the center. It's a little dark for the inner corners typically, but for today's look, I think it's going to look pretty because we're going for a grungy look. Well, it actually turned out to be grungy. I didn't even know what I was going for when I started filming. Where is that brush that was right? And now to even be more crazy, because I'm feeling a little bit crazy today, I'm gonna take a little bit of glitter from BH Cosmetics in the tone Rapture, yes. This is like a glitter liner, so it makes it super easy for this step. You don't need to worry about applying glitter glue, none of that, so it's very simple. And obviously it's optional. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. I was just feeling a little funky today, and I wanted to do something fun and crazy. Just some mascara. I'm using my Rimmel Lash Accelerator, which is one of my favorites. So I am obsessed with the eyes. I am loving them. Now I'm ready to continue with the face. I wanted to use my little Laura Mercier contour book, and I haven't given this love for a while, so I'm going to be using it today. The first thing that I'm going to use it for is I'm going to be taking the highlighting shade, which is the highlighter 1, and with my little miracle sponge I'm going to apply it just on the highest points of my face to get that kind of like glowy wet look. Very subtle highlight, so if you don't want to wear like crazy highlight, you can wear this by itself and it's just beautiful. But yeah, so I'm just applying that as a base for my other highlight. So now I'm gonna move on. Oh Jesus Christ, scare me. I'm gonna take, why you keep closing by yourself? All right, I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna use the lightest shade right here to contour my nose. I was planning to use this for my entire face contour, but I actually already powdered my face. I forgot, and I don't know how this works over powder, so I don't want to risk it. So I'm just gonna use a regular powder contour, and we save this baby for later. So I'm gonna take my little e.l.f. bronzing palette, and I'm gonna take this one right here to bronze my face and like contour at the same time. And I'm using this brush that I received in my January Ipsy bag. Yeah, it's a beautiful sheer bronzing slash contour. I like it. Alright, for blush I'm gonna be using Peaches from MAC, which is also one of my all-time favorite blushes, and I think that it will look super nice with this look. And I'm using this powder brush from Real Techniques to apply it. And now to top off that little highlight that we have going on, which I actually really like. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. It's very, very subtle, so I actually really like it, but I want it to be a little bit, just a little bit more blinding. So I'm going to take this Morphe G23 brush. It's like a little fan brush, and I'm going to use, let me see, Anastasia That Glow Kit. I'm going to be dipping into Dripping in Gold, this one here, and a little bit actually makes a huge difference. Look at that. And a little bit just down the nose. Cupid's bow, and on top of the brow just a little bit to lift that area up. For the lips I'm gonna line them first using what is this? This is my little tiny baby Strip Down from MAC. And over that I'm gonna be using ColourPop's, I think it's Chi, the color, I can't remember, but it's like a pinky, like a dusty pink. And I'm going to apply that right over that. And with that, we complete today's look. All I'm missing is to do my hair. It's a little bit messy today. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, that you found the look fun. If you dare to wear it on Valentine's Day or any day, let me know. I would love to see it. Honestly, I would really, really love to see it. Thank you for watching. Besos. Don't forget to like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and also follow me on all my social media. Besos, bye.